Grand Arena 3-on-3. I figured it was worth streaming this just because the format is so different and it's been such a long time since we had 3-on-3. It was back before the new territory battles. I mean, before Relics, it was just totally different. And I think everyone was scrambling to figure out what the right team compositions would be. Still doing that. It seems a bit chaotic, this first group. Probably that way for everyone. But I remember 3-on-3 being pretty fun. So I hope it turns out to be that way this time. Let's dive into it. So, matched up against Darth Spader from Caw Patrol, which faced Caw Patrol guys all the time. We actually set basically the exact same bottom front zone. He's got Geos with Sunfac. I set Soldier, and then we both got Rex and Gas. I imagine these will end up being pretty standard to try to block the front back zone. But that makes sense. These are tough lineups. So my tentative plan here is to use the CLS trio on Gas, and probably Sith Triumvirate on the Geos. Although that's such a good team to give up. But I did some testing in Arena yesterday with other options, and they just weren't. They just didn't work out very well, or not in a way that would be reliable enough to test it out when it actually matters. I mean, if you want to call this mattering, but I said Soldier, thinking about the turn meter and the additional attacks. I tested an Arena against this Sunfac lineup. And the tricky part here is the double taunt, that when you get around Brute, then Sunfac comes in and taunts, so it can be a bit tricky. But we'll see how it goes. My opponent, who I've chatted with a bit, we were both sort of lamenting that we were confused and throwing stuff at the wall a bit, not really sure how to handle this, has only done a bit of a run. He took out Gas. I guess we actually had inverted lineups here. I put Echo and Fives with Rex, and he put Echo and Fives with Rex. I put them with Gas. Not sure which way is better. And then I have Soldier here instead of Sunfac, which he's made a couple of runs at. Geos can be tough once you lose and load turn meter, so I assume he has more attacks to go, but I guess we'll see. All right, so I think the thing I'm most confident about, or at least certain about what to do, is to run CLS against this Gas team, so I guess we'll just get to it. So Rebels. And I know I saw some folks were testing like a Watt Tambor lead with Han and Chewie. I mean, there are, I guess, other ways you can deal with it, but I'm a little bit nervous about not having a fourth or fifth character. So like all of the fire of Gas is going to get focused on just these three core characters. But I think this is what we have to work with. So let's see how it goes. Is we don't have to worry about taking Fives out first. I'll probably go for Arc first once we get Gas down. All right, let's try to get Arc out of there. Got lucky with Chewie's miss there. All right, now we cross our fingers. that Chewy getting dazed is tough. Ooh. Man, that's so many attacks. Can we get a stun? All right, we can get a stun. Perfect. Let's take the turn meter off. Come on, Chewy. Need another attack in here. Oh, all right. This is going to be tough. Stun. Stun. All right. Bad banners, but I'll take the win. All right, now my original plan with Rex was to do a Darth Malik solo. It makes me a little bit nervous. I mean, I ran with it and I tested in Arena against Relic 5. Rex Echo 5s, and it worked. These are obviously Relic 7. I mean, 5s, it's not super tanky. I guess this is the theory of once 5s dies, he'll give a ton of offense, which maybe that's better with Malik. I worry a little bit about Echo getting a bunch of hits on him and wearing him down. I know Rex's Annihilate doesn't really help that much. So I was actually debating, I've got a feat to finish here. I guess we all have this feat of finishing a match with Finn and Poe. I was debating actually throwing Finn and Poe into this Rex match. Just to give, Poe can do some exposes and they'll get sacrificed, but it's a way to finish that feat. So I might just have another target. Like I'm throwing banners away, but then you get 80 banners from the feat, so it probably works out better in the end. So I think we'll probably try that, and I guess I might as well use the Finn lead. Let's actually take a look at the leads, just to see if any of them have benefits for non-resistance characters. God, these characters are so bad. All right, so 30% defense, offense, and potency to Darth Malik is actually not awful. I don't even think Poe is modded. This is so bad. Oh, yeah, nothing. So he's just going to die, but, I mean, we're stuck with the feats. All right, so we're going to do Finn, Poe, and then Darth Malik. Let's give it a shot. You can get a stun. Get the expose, that's not terrible. I was hoping I'd get 5s down with that. I mean, that's close. All right, now 5s is gone. Let's try again. Actually, I probably want to get Echo out first, but Rex is squishier, so that's probably easier. All right, Rex is gone. Feeling pretty good about this. All right, nice. All right. All right, the Geos make me nervous. Like I said, I did some testing with other compositions, They were not just the Sith Triumvirate, and they didn't work great. The Sith trio should be fine. I just worry a bit about, again, not being 5-on-5 if you can't control Spy, and Spy gets under stealth with the double taunt, then Spy could easily one-shot all three of the Sith trio. And since you don't have 5 Geos taking turns, then the effect of Treya's leadership is actually diminished because there are fewer turns during which the Geos are attacking out of turn and thus reducing their own health. I'd considered using Treya, Scion, and Thrawn just for the fracture. I'm still thinking about that. I'm not really sure what's best. These Geos aren't super fast. Brood is 255, which my entire Sith trio is faster than that. And obviously Thrawn would be faster than that too. Spy or Sunfac I think was like around 180. And then Spy, oops, don't want to do that yet. And what's happening? All right, Spy, that makes me nervous. I got so frustrated during our last territory war because for the first time I had the game crash because I attempted to enter into a battle and I was on such a good streak of wins with perfect banners and it was super annoying. But that was on mobile. I'm on BlueStacks right now. I've never had a problem on BlueStacks, so fingers crossed. And Spy, 208 health, 208 speed. So I mean, none of these are fast. I don't believe Brood Alpha's lead gives. Yeah, they're not giving bonus turn meter. I think you need Soldier for that. Spy, all right, so Spy gives himself turn meter with anytime there's a debuff. Then Sunfac just gives buffs. So I'm a bit conflicted here about whether you use Thrawn or Nihilus. Nihilus, his Annihilate cooldown will take longer when he's in 3-on-3 because he's removing fewer. He's increasing cooldowns on fewer enemies. But his basic takes away buffs, which is nice on the double taunt. So, I mean, that's an advantage. Thrawn can... Obviously, the Fracture is great, and Thrawn can stun if someone's ability blocked, although I think only Treya's Saber Throw will inflict ability block from the Sith trio. If we went in with Treya, Scion, Thrawn, then Thrawn would go first, pass turn meter to Treya, who would isolate Brute, and then Scion would AoE Dispel, and then I think Thrawn could fracture Spy, which would prevent Spy from doing the one-shots. But then you really only have Scion dealing damage. You don't have Nihilus's cooldown. I'm very conflicted about this. Whereas if you have Nihilus in there, Nihilus will be doing his AoE drain, which would theoretically be increasing Spy's cooldowns. Which is probably more effective. So I'm somewhat inclined to just do the trio. The other option would be to use Sith Marauder. Although I don't think I can afford to do that now because I might need to do a Darth Revan mirror match depending on what is in the back zone. So I think we've got it. It's Scion, Treya, and then I'm conflicted about Thrawn versus Nihilus. They're similarly tanky. They have about the same max protection. I mean, I'm not sure what I'd do with Nihilus otherwise if I didn't use him here. Thrawn can go in a lot of different places, so I mean that's worth something. I I guess even with it's almost actually worse for Thrawn that he's so fast on the fracture. I mean, I know his speed reduces while an enemy is fractured, but you can envision a scenario where Thrawn fractures Spy, but then Sunfac taunts, and you still get stuck behind the Sunfac taunt. I think we probably need to use Nihilus, and I think plus Nihilus will get the benefits of Treya's health lead, the crit avoidance, and the health recovery, which Thrawn's not going to get. Okay, I don't feel fantastic about this, but I mean, I'm not sure if anyone feels great about these 3-on-3 Geos. But gotta try it. Hopefully the fact that my team is faster will be a help. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see how this goes. Dispel. I want to actually, yeah, just have to isolate Alpha, okay, or isolate Brute. Okay, we're going to isolate Brute. Increase cooldowns. Sunfac, or Spy's back under Stealth. All right, well, at least I've got Held by Hatred already. That's good. Let's try to work on Sunfac. Let's do an ability block on Brood. All right, Brood's got healing immunity, so I don't know if that affects the health equalization or not. No, it does not, but all right. Can we get Brood down? We can get Alpha down. All right, there we go. Alpha's down. Now we're in good shape. I wish we could take the... wish we could get Spy out of Stealth, though. All right, well, this will work. Perfect. All right, good. I was worried about this. All right, that was great. Lucky me. All right, let's see what's in the back zone. All right, we have Maul. Oh, I forgot there are 4 back here. I totally miscounted about that. All right, so let's see what we've got. We've got Maul, Savage, Sith Trooper, droids. We got IG-88, T3, and L3. Shock T clones. I like that team. And Ewoks. All right. Game plan a little bit. I mean, I think Ewoks, that's got a Nest Solo written all over it. The other teams I'll have to think about. All right, so I think we're going to do... I've got this is how I spend too much time on this. I've got a little spreadsheet open that tells me what teams I have, and so I'm just trying to mark off where I'm at. All right, so we're looking pretty good so far. Let's just do Nest on the Ewoks and get that one over with, because that's, I mean, if I can't win that one, then I've got big problems. Let's see. All right, they're Gear 12, Chirpa, somewhat, 200 speed. No Zeta on Wicket, 240 speed, that's pretty fast, but there's no taunt here. So I should be able to go straight for Wicket. I mean, Logray, I guess, will try to deal Daze, which is not fantastic, but if I can avoid that, then we'll be in good shape. I know some people like to do the Kira lead with Nest. I have Kira on defense, so that's not really a choice here. I could do Clone Wars Chewie on as the leader to give defense to Nest, but I mean, Nest doesn't need that. Nest needs tenacity. So I wonder, should I do like a Farm Boy Luke lead just to give Nest the additional tenacity to avoid the days. So should I have my Nest is super. I know there's sort of slow Nest versus fast Nest debates. I have Nest slow right now, no additional speed, all max health, 155% tenacity. I think these are all health crit avoidance arrow, health triangle, tenacity cross, health circle. So let's check Logray's potency. All right, not much added potency. I'm not smart enough to do the math on all the different checks that the app does, or that the game does to determine who goes first. I'm sorry, whether to apply the days or not. All right, let's do. excuse me. I don't even have mods on Farm Boy Luke, but 45% tenacity. Let's just do that just to be safe. Farm Boy Luke's gonna die, but whatever. Gotta try to avoid the days. Because if I can, all right, resisted once. Not a lot of counters here, which is annoying. I didn't see that Sherpa had foresight. All right, Sherpa's down. Wicket's down. All right, this will be fine. I don't know why I stressed about this. All right, 51. I lost banners because I put Farm Boy Luke in there, but who knows? Maybe that saved me. Maybe that saved me the days. All right. So let's see what we're working with here. Shakti. This is a good team. How fast is Shakti? 288. Shakti gives herself a bunch of extra turn meter. Cody and Sarge are fine. This might be a candidate for Hux. Oh, I forgot to show what's going on up here. Right, so we have the sort of tough teams up here. I think are these three. It's the Karth team, the Newt team, and the Night Sisters. And I've got, both of us went pretty light. Wow. I have a bunch of good teams left. Let's put it that way. I like my defense, but we'll see. So we've got 7 teams to go. We don't need to get too fancy. Probably got like 5 like I guess what I would think of as like premium teams. Let's see the speed on his Newt. 292, and how about Dooku? 280, okay. I think if I'm just sort of thinking I need to take my best team against his toughest team, I haven't dealt with Darth Maul in so long. All right, let's go back up here and see what's going on. All right, so I think the toughest team is Newt. It's a tanky Magna Guard who's going to taunt. All right, so I think we're going to do... Sith Empire here. Alright, so we get our AoE Fear. See if we can just one-shot do nice. We one-shot Dooku. Let's get the shot going. Death mark on Newt. He's gone. Alright, this was maybe too much, but that's okay. 50, all right. I was going to say Magna Guard takes that one shot at the end just to screw you from having full protection. You took full protection away from HK-47 on that last shot, which is annoying, but whatever, it's a win. All right, so that's done. Now this Night Sister team is tough. I was originally planning to do Padme here. But since we don't have like much tougher teams to deal with, I am thinking that we could use JKR here. Or we could, I guess we could use Bastila for the extra. Because I mean, they don't, aside from Wampa, there really isn't a damage dealer. So we could use Bastila. That should be sufficient. And then use JKR somewhere else. So I originally split the Jedi up with JKR, Jolie, and Anakin, and then I was going to use Bastila and the two Yodas. But maybe I could flip-flop them since we don't need Revan and Anakin together. And I could do Bastila, Jedi, Anakin, and Hermit Yoda. And then we'll flip. Yoda could go with Bastila and Jolie. All right, let's do that. And then we'll use Padme somewhere else. All right, so we're going to do Jake Bastila here. And check the speeds on these. I should probably do that. All right. DACA, 273. So she'll go after all three of mine. Since DACA's lead doesn't have a speed boost. Zombie's not super fast. Wampa, 247. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna have Hermit Yoda will give Master's training to Anakin, who will hit Zombie because Zombie's gonna pre-taunt. Then Bastila, probably maybe call Anakin to assist zombie again. And then Anakin will AoE. Alright, we can do this. Alright. Bastila's lead. Protection up, and that's fine since they're modded for... Anakin's modded for max health from Padme. I still haven't changed it. We don't have a Jedi tank, but the extra tenacity will hopefully help against the stuns. And the damage up is useful since Daka has so much max health. Alright, let's do it. No, that's not what I said I was going to do, but I thought maybe we can get Wampa out of there. It's just everyone calling Anakin to assist as much as possible. This is going to take time. We can stun Daka and get Wampa out of here. Master's training to Bastila. Alright, Wampa's gone, but he's about to be resurrected. Alright, so we'll just ignore Wampa for now. Some zombies got one more revive. Well, maybe we should just get that out of the way and then focus on Daka. Alright, let's get Daka out of here now. Alright, Daka's ability block is useful. The stuns aren't working, which is also great, and we had the buff immunity on zombies, so she didn't taunt. Got healing immunity on Daka, that's good. Strip the buff from zombie. We need to get Daka out of here. Almost. So close. This should do it. Alright. Oh. I guess is it 3 revives? What am I doing wrong here? I don't know what happened there. I'm miscounting, I guess. This should do it. Alright. Alright, there we go. Let's heal up. Alright. 54. So I started to get a bit worried about timeouts, but Anakin, I'm glad I switched to Anakin and Yoda since Anakin has healing immunity. I mean, that is obviously a huge factor with Daka, and also the buff immunity that prevented zombie from getting stunned a few times. So that worked out well. Let's see, we've got... Alright, so we're down to 5. We've got Karth, this Aura Singh team, and we've got these 3 over here. You know, still a lot to choose from, so that's great. Take a look at my list of teams here. You know, Elf, this team over here can be kind of annoying because L3 is going to taunt all the time, so you need a Dispeller there. That could be Shakti. That's a possibility. Probably need to use my next best team on Karth. Although maybe Padme works on Karth so the dots won't stick. You need some sort of AoE team for Maul. A team that tries to avoid getting in the yellow, so that SWGOH can't one shoot you. Got a lot of interesting teams left. Let's see. I want to try Hux somewhere. And Hux probably. I thought about Hux with this Karth team because it will stop the counterattacks. But the problem is the dots will stick, and Hux is not super tanky, and so they could easily. And there's no way to get around Zalbar's taunt, so like that seems like a recipe for disaster. Let's see. Thinking about where to use JKR, and I could do it here because JKR is the healing mechanic, so he's not going to get into the yellow, and Yoda hits AoE. But at the same time, I think Maul has like bonus damage against Jedi. Yeah. So that seems like why invite that trouble. So maybe I do JKR against Karth. That seems like overkill, but that's all right. Let's do that. Let's get mission out of here. All right, mission's gone. Give Yoda another turn. All right. Have to attack Zalbar. Armor shred avoided, that's good. Spread foresight. Let's hit Karth. All right, that was easy. Now we're just gonna work on Zalbar. I know I could have done the assist there. All right, we're gonna mark, why not? It's probably gonna take a while. At this point, I probably want Zalbar to come out of stealth because he's just stacking defense every time I'm hitting him, although he's out of protection now. We're going to get there. All right, and we'll just mark him again. The AoE, hit the special. Give Yoda another turn. Probably really did not need Jolie for this, but since we haven't, I mean, it's been so long on 3-on-3, like, just who knows? I'm not very confident in any of these matchups. God, we are getting there, but it's taken so long. Yoga just hit for 991. That's crazy. This should do it. All right. Another 54. Great. All right, so we got one more team left up here. Is not super concerning, although they have a lot of bonus damage. I think probably the next best teams are going to be Shakti and Darth Maul. Let's see, so I think what we're going to do here, see how fast these guys are. Because I have Padme with 3PO. I think if I use her and 3PO applies his confusion, that will prevent the characters from going under stealth, I think. I don't have an AoE in that team, but I'm not sure I need one. So they just don't, they're just not going to deal enough damage. With Padme's protection up. I could also use that here, but I think that's probably a better place for Hux. All right, let's do that. I forgot we have Night Sisters too. Yeah, I could use that somewhere. Oh, don't have to worry about that right now. All right, let's use Padme. I probably should be undermanning some of these, but again, I just don't feel confident enough in any of these to really know what I'm doing. Right, they resisted the daze. That's good. All right, he's gone. Let's get SWGOH out. All right, 54 again. Okay, 3 to go, and then ships. All right. JTR is a possibility here. So, I mean, Shakti is clearly the best team left. So, I mean, I guess the obvious answer would be just to use my best team left. And check the speeds on this team. Not super fast. I mean, Embo can hit hard. Offense. stealth, so you are an AoE. And then they gain counter chance. Alright, so I think what we're going to do... Probably the toughest single character left, I think, is L3. Because of all the taunting. So you think you want like a buff immunity or at least a strong AoE there. Could use Shock T up here. We could use JTR. Got Night Sisters. The problem with Night Sisters is they don't have a mechanic to heal protection. So actually, you know what? We could use Night Sisters here because if Night Sisters Spirit will stun. Will stun L3. All right, let's do Night Sisters here, and then Asajj will take off the taunt as well. All right, so let's do maybe Asajj lead to remove turn meter from L3. All right, let's do this. All right then. That shows you what a Relic 7000 is worth, because I just upgraded that. Holy crap. She just decimated the other two in one hit. All right. 54. Holy crap. I was not expecting that off the AoE. So Relic up your Mother Talzins. I think mine, I just took to Relic 7 with an offense set as the primary set, and she has over 12,000 special damage. So that's what 12,000 special damage gets you. That was great. All right, 2 to go. I don't know, maybe we're not going to demo Hux this time. This is Shakti is clearly the best team left, so I could probably, I can underdog it though. Let's do GG and B1. Because B1's going to be faster anyway. And, all right, let's just do this. Get another underdog. Actually, B1's probably a bad idea because of all the counterattacks. Well, let's see what that does. All right, that should get the other... all right, this will work. That's annoying. Lost the full protection. All right. All right, clear down here. 1 battle to go. Just this Aura Sing. We've got Hux. We could do JTR. I haven't used JTR in offense in so long. Let's see. We do something with Wat Tambor. The other team, the other team I have that's kind of interesting is a Dot team, which I've never really gotten to try out. Darth of Vader, Wampa, and like I could use Canderous. Although Hux probably feels like the smart play because I'll get the counterattacks too. Plus, let's give it a try. All right, we'll try this with Hux, and I apologize if I screw this up. and first order officer. Because then we'll just try to get Fox as many turns as possible. Okay. All right then. All right, so that worked, obviously. All right, well, that was great. I probably could have underdogged more of these for the bonus, but it's so tough when we're just getting started in the 3-on-3 and like you haven't practiced any of these teams. It's hard to get a feel for the mechanics. All right, so we have I was hoping for a negotiator here because I think his MILF team is a little bit stronger than mine. Big surprise, I said negotiator. So let's see how this goes. All right, so we have the same Millennium Falcon speed. I think his B stand is 1 faster than mine. I think mine's 156. And my big's is faster. So the question is, do I put Houndstooth in the starting lineup instead of Biggs? Let's check my B stand. Well, 157, they're the same. That's tricky. I'm not sure what to do about that. I think I should probably still put the Houndstooth in. I didn't check his Akbar. How fast is his capital ship? We should be the same. 183. Let's see. Same. So this is like a total mirror match, which makes me a bit worried about the randomness. Because if I lose and I don't get the Millennium Falcon down, I'm screwed. So I think I'm gonna put Houndstooth in there just to be safe. All right. These mirrors are so tough. Fingers crossed. See who goes first. All right, mine went first. Let's try to get B-Stand out of here. Almost. I wonder if I can get B-Stand out on the AoE. No, because he got protection up already. All right, that's good. We're going to get Beastin down, I hope. All right, I feel good. That was very lucky that we got to go first. I'm not sure how that's decided, if it's totally random. But that was very fortunate. If we went second, we might have been in a much different place. All right, well, that worked out. Three on three is fun when you win, I suppose, although I guess it's probably theoretically, I don't know enough about the math on this. It's probably theoretically possible for me to lose, but given that he's already taken 2 turns here, I'm not sure if you really have to underdog. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If I do this again, I'll update you what happened this time on the next one. All right, thank you for watching. This was fun. I guess it's fun when it goes well, and it sucks when it doesn't. 3 on 3 is back. There are a lot of opportunities to do teams that are interesting. I think it's going to take a while for us to figure out how to balance how much to set on offense versus defense. But I appreciate you joining me, and I will see you next time. Take care.